Hello everyone. In this lecture we are going to learn about K-map. In this lecture we are going to learn about K-map. First of all, let us know why do we use K-map? Why do we use K-map? We use K-map to simplify the Boolean expression. We use the K-map to simplify the Boolean expression. Under this K-map, you will learn two topics. That is, one is SOP and the other is POS. But before entering these main topics, we need to know some basic things. First, let us understand that. In higher class mathematics, we studied sigma and pi. Do you know what is the meaning of sigma and pi? Here, sigma denotes sum and pi denotes product. Let us first understand it in more better way. If we write like this, sigma x equal to 1 to 5, and here if we write pi x equal to 1 to 5, and here we write x. What does this two means? This means that this denotes that we have to take the value x from 1 to 5, all the values from 1 to 5. So let us take 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have to take all the values from 1 to 5. Here also the same, we have to take from 1 to 5 all the values. 1, 2, 3, 4 and finally 5. Okay. Then we are coming to sigma and pi. What does this sigma denotes? As already told, sigma denotes the sum. This sigma sign tells that we have to take the sum of all the elements that lie from 1 to 5, including 1 and 5 also. Okay, and we have to take all the whole numbers. Okay, so here it is written sigma, so we have to take the sum. We will take the sum, and since here it's written pi, we will take the product. Did you get the point of sigma and pi? Because we will use this in the question. That's why you need to know this beforehand. Okay. Now moving on to the topic, let us know some of the basic things. Like when we talk about SOP, first what is SOP? As already told here, SOP denotes sum of products. Okay, and POS denotes product of sum. In this lecture we are going to study POS. Okay, now moving on to the topic. First of all, you have to remember few things. Like in SOP we give priority. Just understand, we give priority. We give priority to 1 and we do not give priority to 0 in SOP form. But similarly in POS form we give priority to 0 and we do not give priority to 1. Okay, so let us understand what does priority means here. Okay, so like in this one, if we give A as an input and if we take the value of A 1, then we will write this A as A. But if we take the value of A as 0, in this case SOP form, then we will write this A as A bar. The number which we give the priority, we don't apply bar there. but the number which we do not give priority, we have to apply bar over there. Like in POS form, when we give the value of A as 0, we do not need to apply bar on A. We just simply have to write A. But if we assign the value of A as 1, we have to apply bar here. So did you get the difference between what is SOP and POS? Now you will understand in more better way. In this lecture we will study about POS. POS with the help of question. We will try to understand what is POS. Okay. So as I have already told, POS means product of sum. So as by the name you can understand that in POS we will get the product of the sum. Like here are the variables A, B. So think like this, like A plus B, and finally it is the sum, and finally C plus D, and we will take the product of these two. Then we can call it as product of sums, as here we can see. So one thing from here we can understand that this POS function, take it as a consider is as like a machine. Consider that POS is like a machine. If we give the input as sum, then in the output we will get it in the product form. We will get the product of the sum. This is just to understand that what is POS, because everyone gets confused in SOP and POS. So for a better understanding you can remember in this way, that where you will see that POS is there, you have to understand it is product of sum. It is the product of sum. So we need to give the sum, then we will get in the product form, right? So POS is like a machine, and when we enter the sum, we will get it in the form of product. It is just the thing to remember. Okay? Like how to approach a question of POS, we will see in this question. Like here it tells that minimize the 4 variable logic function using K-map, and the function is given. The function contains 4 different variables, that is A, B, C and D, and the function is given as pi. First you recall that what I already explained before, that pi means product, and you can approach the question in this way. First you have to see what is this. This is pi. Pi means product. Simply write what we need, product of sum. This means this is a question of POS. We can identify the question in this way. If that it is of SOP or POS. Here we have seen pi. Pi means product. The first letter P, just write the first letter as P, and the remaining one is S. So POS. If in question it's given like sigma, some function sigma and something in bracket. So sigma means sum. Then you have to write the first letter as sum of, and the remaining is P. Then the question becomes of SOP. But in this one we are dealing with POS in this question. So this is a Carnot map which we called K-map. This one we call it as K-map. Okay. So here are the 4 variables A, B, C and D. We take the 2 variables in the row and the 2 variables in the column. See how we take. Let us take A and B in row and C and D in column. We can also take A and B in column and C and D in row. We can do anything. Okay. But I am taking, as per the convenience, A, B in the row. Okay. And you have to remember one thing more. You have to write here like 0, 0. It is the already defined. We don't know. It is already defined that we have to write 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Okay. Here we are going to write same thing in the same pattern, 0, 0. Second is 0, 1. Third is 1, 1. And the fourth is 1 0. And already I have told, when there is POS, in the case of POS, we give priority to 0, not to 1. We give priority to 0 and we do not give priority to 1. Where we see 0 as input, we will write as A, and where we see input as 1, we will write it as A dash. Similarly for B, C, D. If the value of A, B, C and D is 0, we will write A, B, C, D, and if the value of A, B, C, D is 1, we will write as A dash or B dash or C dash or D dash. And as I have already told that this map is a machine in which we need to enter the sum so that we can get the product of the sum. It will simplify the expression. No doubt, it will simplify the expression, but we have to give the input in the form of sum. If we do for SOP, we will give the input in the form of product, then it will give in the form of sum. But here we are talking about POS, so we will give the input in the form of sum so that it provide us in the form of product. So let us see. Here we have to write everywhere A plus B, because in this row we have taken A plus AB as variables. So we have to give the AB in the form of sum. So here is also written 0, here is also written 0. The first 0 indicates the first variable, that is A, and the second 0 indicates the second variable, that is B. So the value of A is also 0, the value of B is also 0. In the second one, A plus B, the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 1. So in this we don't give priority to 1. So the variable corresponding to 1 will contain bar. So this will become A plus B bar. Here it will become A bar plus B bar, and here A bar plus B. Similarly, we will write for C and D. We have to write C plus D. Both are 0, so we don't give bar. Here C plus D and D contains bar. Here C bar plus D bar, and here C bar plus D. Okay. First, how to write K map, we are understanding that. And now we have to do one more thing. We have to fill these boxes with certain numbers. Let us see how to fill. First you have to take this one, row. In row what it is written? For this box, we are considering this first box. For first box, this box belongs to which row? The first row and the first column. So what is written in the first row? 0 0. So write here as 0 0. And what's written in the column? 0 0. Again copy this 0 0. This 4-digit binary code, what does this denote? Which decimal number this 4-digit binary code denotes? It denotes 0. Okay. So here we will write 0. And if we deal with this one, this box belongs to which? First row and the second column. Then write the address of this box, that is 0 0 followed by 0 1. Which binary code does this one? This binary code denotes the decimal number 1. Okay. Similarly, you have to do for the all individual boxes, and you have to fill the number in this. So if you will do this, you will find the orientation like this. I am filling it. You can calculate and verify. I have already explained for the two boxes, and in the similar way you can fill the rest of the boxes. So what's the next step now? Now what we have to do? We have to see the numbers that are given in the question. In the question, what are the numbers? It's here, it's written 4. So the box containing 4, we have to write the number which we have given the priority. We have in this one POS, in POS we have given priority to 0. So we have to write 0, where all the boxes whose address is given here, we have to write 0 there. Like 4. In 4 we will write 0. In 6 we will write 0. In 10 we will write 0. In 12 we will write 0. In 13 we will write 0. In 15 we will write 0. And the remaining boxes we need to fill with the number which we have not given priority, like 1. The remaining boxes we have to fill with 1. Okay, and now we have to make a set. First understand how many letters should contain in that set. That should be 2 2 power, in this case 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, like this. Like 2 power 0 is 1, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 power 2 is 4, 2 power. So we have to try to find the bigger set. We have to start from 8. Like here we have missed out 1, we have to write here 1. Can you see anywhere in this box where set of 8 zeros can you see in the box which are together? We have to see the set of all the zeros that are together. 8 zeros, can we see here 8 zeros that are together? No, we can't see. Can we see 4 zeros together? 1, 2, 3, but fourth one is here. We have to find like this, 0, 0, 0, 0. In this orientation we can take, or we cannot take like this, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We cannot take like this. We need to take the entire row, or you will understand in the question. So can we make here the set of 2 numbers? Because we cannot get 8, we cannot get 4 set. We have to see for now 2. So let us see here. Can we make set of these 2? Similarly, can we make the set of these 2? First we have to make the set of 2. For how many is possible, we have to make all that. So if we see these 2 zeros, see, these are at the 2 ends. So just imagine that this is a paper, and if we fold, and this paper is open in this way, if we fold the paper like this, so understand this end and this end, if we flip like this and fold this, these 2 zeros will come together. Just imagine these 2 zeros will come together. So these 2 zeros will also make a pair. These 2 zeros will also make a pair. We called the set of 2 as pair. Second, the group of 4 as quad, and group of 8 as octet. Okay, so in this question we are getting 3 pairs and 1 single zero is remaining, so we will take this one also. Okay, because in this question it is mentioned that we have to take the number 10, that is why we are taking this. So now move on, what to do next. So we will write for this one, this pair. Let's start with this. We have to see that in this pair, these 2 zeros, which letters are common for these 2. So this belongs in third row. In third row, what is the address of third row? A bar plus B bar. And the address of both the zeros are third row and this columns. So first we will deal with the rows. The address of row is common for both the zeros. So we will write A bar plus B bar. Now we will move to the column address. So in column you see C plus D bar and C bar plus D bar. See what is common in between both. We can see D bar is common. So we will write plus D bar. We will not write C, because here we can see, here it is written C and here it is written C bar. These two are different, so we will not write these two. So we are done with this pair. So let's move on for this pair. So for this we have to first see the rows in which these 2 zeros belong. So what is the address of these 2 rows? A plus B bar and A bar plus B bar. So what's the common between these 2? You can see B bar is common between these 2. So we will write B bar. And what is A is not common? Here it is A, here is A bar. Now we will see the column address. In column address, both contain the same address, C plus D. So we will write here C plus D. Now we have done with the second pair. Now we will move on to the third pair. So in the third pair, we can see that what is the column address for both? Row address. For the row address, we can see both contain the same row address, because both are in same row, A plus B bar. And when we move on to the column, this 0 is contained by the column C plus D, and this 0 is contained by the column C bar plus D. So C and C bar are different, but D and D are common. So we will write here as D. So we are also done with this pair, and now only one is left. So let us see. So this single 0 belongs in which row? A bar plus B. So we will write A bar plus B. And this belongs in which column? It is C bar plus D. So we will write C bar plus D. We have written every expression for the entire set which we have made in this K-map. And now finally what we have to do? We have to do the product. So just do the product between them. Because you have already input the sum. Here is the reason why we have written the sum: A plus B bar, A bar plus B bar, and A bar plus B. So the final result is in the form of product of sum. So this is your final result. Thank you.